Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Marcel and I'm the founder of Consulting Med. I'm helping international doctors to successfully migrate to Germany and international healthcare professionals. And I also help Germans and international students to study medicine in Europe, fulfill their career, and then successfully relocate to Germany after their successful graduation. And in today's video, I want to speak a little bit about my pathway, why I chose to study dentistry in Sofia, in the capital of Bulgaria, in the European Union. So before that, in order to begin my story, I should explain a bit who I am and where I come from. And I am from Stuttgart originally, so I'm born in Stuttgart and was raised there in a smaller city called Waldenbuch. And you might know that city, even though it's very tiny, because on the back end of every Rittersport chocolate, you might know that this chocolate brand, it's all over the world. And you will see that there's written my city, Waldenbuch, because the factory and the location of the business is in this tiny city with 10,000 inhabitants. And indeed, it does smell sometimes like chocolate in that city. So you actually have that smell because just these massive amounts of chocolate are produced. However, we also have a different company. It's called Haka there, and it's a soap producer, also globally renowned, and therefore it also does sometimes smell like soap. And I was going to school in Tübingen, which is a famous university city in Germany. And after I graduated in this very lovely and beautiful city, Tübingen, I orientated myself towards studying law, first of all. However, after some time, I realized that this is not my dream profession. I like to study, I like to analyze it, to work with language, because I speak French, German, English, Spanish, and I was interested in politics, in texts. So I thought this is a good idea, and I actually also like the study material. However, whenever I did an internship, talked to a lawyer, to his profession, about his profession, I quickly realized that this is not really what I would like to do with my future. And I tried to reorientate. And I remembered that after my graduation, my initial dream was to become a dentist, because I know some dentists, and I really like the idea to actually help people, not always fight with people like in the law. So I remembered that the reason why I stopped to actually pursue that dream was, first, I was afraid that I wasn't good enough, because my chemistry grades were not great. My biology grades were good, physics was okay, but chemistry was really not that good. And I thought, well, in order to study medicine or dentistry, I should be perfect in those school subjects. And I thought I might fail if I would try to pursue that career anyways. And then I quit that idea. And also I had in my mind that it's super competitive to get a place in Germany. Every university that might offer 500 places for business or law would only offer 40 or 30 places for dentistry, because one seat in Germany for dentistry studies is 250,000 euros or dollars. We're at the same parity at the moment, price parity with the dollar. So I thought that is really not possible for me to get a place, and I don't have perfect high school grades. I had good ones, but not perfect ones. So I thought I should bury that dream. I'm not good enough, and also I'm especially not great in sciences. So I continued to study law, and I became unhappier and unhappier by the minute, by the day, by the week. And I decided at some point where I was really unhappy. Do you know this unhappiness that actually makes you sick, where you're like lying in your bed and you actually become sick all the time? Like I actually became sick at some point, and you really don't want to wake up. And I had this kind of depression, even though I was like a super happy, super positive person before that. And then I decided that it's time to change my life. And I looked out for opportunities, and I made some research, and I found out that actually to become a dentist and work as a dentist, to be great in chemistry, is not a material part of that profession. So I learned that actually you pass your chemistry exam already after the first semester in some universities. And then you have biochemistry, okay, but it's just learning by heart. You don't need to be a scientist or a genius for that. You just need to be motivated and learn hard. So I looked out for opportunities abroad, and the most famous one in Germany that all or the most people know, at least at my school back then, my high school, I knew some people who went to Hungary because there's the Semmelweis University, great university, very popular, but the tuition fees are 15,000 euros a year, living cost around 900, 800 euros per year per month. So I was thinking that really that I can't tell my parents that it's much too expensive. And I looked out for cheaper opportunities and cheaper options, and I quickly came to realize that in Bulgaria you get basically the same education. It's an Eastern European country within the European Union. It's exactly the same curriculum. The professors are the same. It's just that the country is poorer and the economy is has a smaller size, and for that reason the prices are much cheaper. And there I could study for 8,000 euros tuition fee, and living cost would only be 500 euros per month. So I was like, okay, this is really interesting. And I tried to find information, and there were barely other Germans from my country studying there. And as you might know, maybe you've been in the same situation with your medical studies, maybe you are a medical student abroad. It's not easy to go to a foreign country, and especially when there's no one to help you, when there's really no support and no information available. So I decided to go that route, even though there were many components that there were many components that were completely unknowns, many unknowns, and also many points where I didn't know whether the information in the internet was correct or not. However, I did it anyways. I studied there 6 years successfully. I had the best time in my life. It already started when I came there. I came there, arrived in the first 2 weeks. I met a lot of friends from all over the world, from India, from Germany, from Pakistan, from Greece, from Italy, from Switzerland, from all parts of the world. From Syria, I have met a really good friend. So it was really, I had the time of my life, really. I could finally study what I wanted. I realized, well, studying in Bulgaria in English is even better than in German. I would be able to work and travel all around the world, and I would have opportunities all across the world. And from the first day on, we had anatomy and we had dental subjects where we could actually do stuff, and I was absolutely in love with the subject, with the professors, with the students. And of course, at the beginning, it was also not always easy, but you met other people just like you who went to study medicine abroad and had the same problems in their home country, not to get a place in med school or not to be able to finance it. And we all came together, and we also went over the bad parts of being lost in a country and not knowing the culture, not knowing the language of that country, and sometimes just being lost. But yeah, it was the best time of my life, and it was the best that ever could happen to me. And now I'm back in Germany. I'm a dentist, and I founded a company completely out of passion. In the beginning, I was helping people for free to study medicine also in Bulgaria. I helped over 240 students with my company to study medicine abroad. And yeah, after I helped more and more people wanted to come. And after more and more Germans went to Bulgaria like me, more and more wanted to come. So over the years, I've built a company around that. And then in the last parts of my studies, I also helped foreigners, international doctors from Bulgaria, from different countries that studied in Bulgaria, to transition to Germany. And it was a very difficult process. The routes are not very easy. It's a lot to figure out, especially when you help people from other countries that are called third countries, so not in the European Union, not having the same curriculum, like, for example, Serbia, but, for example, from Russia or from from Malaysia, then the things become really difficult, and there you really need to negotiate the German bureaucracy very well. And it took me really many years to get to a level where I can say I'm an expert in that, because in Germany you have different counties, different states, and all the states have completely different rules. And that's really a jungle you need to learn how to navigate through experience. So I got to a point now where I can really say I'm an expert in the healthcare recruiting market. And I have really special offers now for my students and also for doctors. If you're a graduated doctor or graduating doctor, you should probably hit me up, because I have very outstanding offers in the market. For example, we offer for all my students that I place to university, they all get a 1-year German language preparation course for free, and a preparation for the FSP exam, so for the professional German language exam. It's a full 1-year course with a professional German language teacher, 4 days a week for 1 year. So it's very attractive, and it's completely for free for all the people that say, hey, I want to study with you. I'm going to want to go with you to a university, for example, to Serbia, to Bulgaria, to Latvia. I want to go there and get guided by you and take your course, and then get matched to a German hospital in one of my partner hospitals. So for those, is for free. We have a fee for placement in the university and for the services connected with that, and the rest is for free. The matching in the university is for free, because we get compensated by the healthcare institutions in Germany, who have a huge labor shortage. And if you're already graduated doctor, you would also get the German language course for free. You don't pay anything up front. And once we successfully matched you, there is a fee to compensate for our work. So actually, only if you succeed, and if you arrive in Germany, if you start your job, and after a period of time, there will, after you pass the probation part in your hospital, then we will charge a fee to compensate our work. So this is the two models that we have. And I think that's very unique in the marketplace, very attractive, and you should definitely check that out and book a free orientation consultation with me or with one of my colleagues. Link is down below. Don't be scared if there is a colleague of mine and not me in the consultation, because I simply can't take all the clients, take all the interview calls, but my colleagues will take care very well of you. So much about that. If you are interested in free content and expertise content around the topic of study medicine abroad, study medicine in Europe, and especially about successfully migrating as a healthcare professional to Germany, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. Give me thumbs up for the video if it helped you. And if you want to learn more, book a free consultation, and we'll see you in the next video or in next video call. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.